Hello and welcome to the Table Rush Talk Show. In this episode, I talk about how it is time to start repurposing my content and to grow the awareness of the Table Rush Talk Show and the systemizing of that process. I also talk about where my customer is in their journey and some other bits and bobs. Enjoy this episode. You know when someone is selling from stage and at the end the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Mischa Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy. This episode could very well be a part 2 of the last episode. The idea of comfort and confidence in the direction of the Table Rush Talk Show and the message I'm going to bring and the deep trust and understanding and knowledge that it's time to start repurposing the content, systemize that, and getting it out there to grow awareness of what I'm up to, the Table Rush Talk Show podcast as well as YouTube channel, and then also to start putting myself out there on other people's podcasts, YouTube channels, get interviewed and stuff. And then in this episode, the continuation would be confidence and comfort in who the audience is. So I will talk a little bit about the audience. Okay. A question that I've been asked by a couple of interviewees, Dom Perrone, and before that, Brandon Guthrie. Both of these guys are successful 2 Comma Club award winners, meaning they've created funnels, online funnels, that have generated at least $1 million in revenue. Brandon's is 10 million plus. Dom's got one that just hit $1 million and another one that's about to hit $1 million. So both are effective online marketers to drive traffic to a funnel that sells their services, which is really cool. Both of them have said to me, and again it was Brandon first, they're like, who's your audience? Who's your audience? What part are they in the entrepreneurial journey? What part of the journey are they in? So we can speak to them. And when Brandon asked me that the first time, I was like, oh, that's a great question. And there's where I want it to be, and there's the reality. And with Brandon, I was at least a little willing, perhaps hedging or begrudgingly, to say, oh, they're at the beginning of the journey. They're at this part of the journey. They're dialing in their avatar. This is in hindsight, as I tell you this, by the way. So, they're dialing in their avatar. They're learning the basics. They're the basics of, funnel structure and the terminology, funnels, avatars, OTOs, one-time offers, upsells, downsells, etc., etc. And then Dom asked me the exact same thing. And this is, the last episode I talked about, confidence of the Table Rush Talk Show and the message, and that the audience will find it. I mean, I got to put the effort into so they can find it, help them find it, however you want to say it. Where am I going with this? Sorry. I'm still here. I'm just letting the thoughts percolate. Maybe I'll hit pause for a sec. Yes, so Dom asked me the same question, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're clearly at the front end of the journey, the beginning of the journey. And I had a side thought just now, which I want to introduce. I have all this great history, being 53 years old as I record this, of systemizing the processes. Okay, we need to do a telemarketing campaign. So systemize the gathering of the leads, systemize, the learning of the niche, the responses, the scripts, what we're going to say, the scripts, the importing of the data, the exporting of the data, all these things. How to gently encourage people to buy all this stuff. I got to transfer all these skills to the new world, to sales and marketing 2.0 or 3.0 or 10.0 or web 2.0. Or are we in web 3.0 now? Who knows? I think you get what I'm saying. Anyhow. So Dom says, who's the audience? Oh, it's people like me who are at the beginning of this phase of the journey, of the entrepreneurial journey, of the learning about funnels and driving this kind of traffic and response and direct marketing and selling in this environment and all this stuff. And it's like, cool, awesome. And so Dom and I had this amazing interview, actually. I'm not sure if the interview is up by the time this episode goes live, but look for it. Dominic Perrone, he talked about the use of surveys to generate leads, as well as to figure out how to what your customer wants, to figure out how you can serve them, create the product that you can literally ask the question with a survey that helps suss out what your customer wants and needs. They're like, this is what we want to learn, or this is what we need help with. And then you can be the guy to give it to them. And how cool is that? So he went, not only did we talk about that strategy, but he showed specific tactics. And was super excited to share, because he wants to give back all this amazing knowledge he has. So I'm thinking, you know what? The confidence came in, okay, that's perhaps the listenership. Right? The people out there, they're like, all right, I'm in on the journey. Or perhaps a step ahead or a couple steps behind, but in this space. Great thing about Dom was there's no doubt the knowledge he dropped will be great information for people that are super successful already in the space. It will be a reminder for you to re-implement it, or it'll be something new for you to add to your arsenal. So I like that idea too. But anyhow, I also had a fear that, will people want to, if I find somebody that's very successful, are they going to be open to talking to the person in the beginning of this journey? And I get to trust that, yes, they do. I will find the people that are like, heck yeah. And perhaps, the interviewee will have an opportunity to give back and perhaps maybe generate incremental opportunities to bring people into their fold. Anyhow, this ramble I'm confident in this ramble. I will say that I ramble, but I'm confident that that's okay. Last little thought I had around all this is that I will definitely go deep on spiritual concepts sometimes, so I get to bring that into the fold as well. Like, hey, universe, God, how can I be of service? What can I bring to the table? And meditation, how powerful meditation is, and finding your why and being in touch with your why and finding inspiration. And I'm not saying I'm going to talk about meditation all the time, but you get it. Like, how do we weave some spirituality into this too? Whether overtly, covertly. I think I've said enough today. Thank you for listening. Per usual, love to all. Keep trying new things, taking the messy action, and co-creating with the universe. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.